Hi, and welcome to the Maker's Notebook podcast. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Stacy.
And we are a podcast where we like to share our love for knitting and crocheting, show you what we're making, and kind of encourage you, or maybe, enable you.
A little bit.
A little bit. We also talk about fun recipes and crocheting, little sewing here and there. Not much.
Yeah.
I'm not a sewer. I wish I was.
Yeah.
So, but we're coming to you in early September, and I know some parts of the country are cooling down, going through the cool weather right now.
Yeah, in the mornings it's cooler.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually kind of cold, and then it warms up.
Yeah, we've been spoiled the last couple of weeks with beautiful weather. I mean, we want some rain, right? And it's supposed to be hot this weekend.
Ugh.
Like upper 80s, close to 90.
I'm over summer.
Me too. I knew it was going to come back and bite us in the butt. But it's only like for 2 days. So anyway, I hope everyone is gearing up for fall. My favorite season.
My favorite season too.
Yeah, you get to wear your knits.
Mm-hmm. So, pumpkin spice.
Yeah, wrapping up vacations.
Yeah. I made a pumpkin spice syrup. Ooh. You inspired me. I think you mentioned you were going to
I want to make it this weekend, yeah.
So I made one. It's pretty nice. I put it in my matcha.
Oh,
pumpkin spice matcha.
Yum.
It feels like an abomination to do that.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
But, the matcha that I have, so far, I'm drinking the ones from Japan. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you just want to drink those. Now, forget the word, but I'll see if I remember to flash it here. But there's a way, just drink it with the water when you whisk it and just drink it straight.
I've seen water do that.
As opposed to drinking it as a latte. Because, for some, if you put too much milk, it can taste milky. And then you're like, where's the matcha? You'll have to, in Japan, they let you double the matcha.
Nice.
So like a double espresso.
Oh, nice.
You do like a double
shot.
Double matcha. Mm. And that helps with not diluting it with milk too much. But, I mean, if it's a good matcha, like not too bitter or anything like that, you'd probably want to drink it straight just to enjoy the benefits.
I'll tell my daughter that. She's going to be like, she loves some matcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I made peppermint syrup.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, you put in a coffee, right?
Yeah. And it's like my husband is enjoying it. Every time he makes a cup of coffee now, where's that syrup?
Yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, it's so easy. It's just sugar, water, and then I got some peppermint off this. You gave me that chocolate peppermint herb plant. Yeah, that thing is just like, I put it in a big pot, so it's contained, thank goodness, but it's like growing like crazy.
Yeah.
I put it in iced tea.
Well, I wonder if I can propagate it.
You should be able to try.
And just grow it inside as opposed to outside.
Try it. I keep telling her, you know what?
You think it can be propagated?
I don't know, let's try it. Why not? Because basil you can, so why not that, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm loving this cooler weather because it's making you think it's fall coming, so you can do all these fun things with the drinks.
The more gloomy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah. Did we say we're coming from the East Coast? Charlotte area? Did we say that?
Charlotte area, no. But we're coming from the Charlotte area. Our kids went back to school early, so if you're in the Northeast, you're probably just going back. We've been back in school about 3-4 weeks now, so we're into the rhythm. So,
well, we could jump right into it.
Yeah. What do you have back there?
Wait a minute, before we get into that, back there, is this a new FO? Or?
No, this is not a new FO. I made this a while ago, but I never wore it. I thought I would have to undo it and make it longer, but I'm thinking I haven't yet to do it. But I decided to pull it out today. And this is the Perec vest by Orlane Suchi.
Okay.
And I love her designs. I love how her patterns are written. And the yarn I used was Miss Babs Yummy 2-ply, and I used 2 skeins. And this is a finger weight yarn. And the color is called Spiny, S-P-I-N-Y. And I made size 1. And for me, at the time, I used a size 7, US size 7 needles, which is a 4.5 millimeter for the body. And then for the ribbon, I use a US 5, which is a 3.75 millimeters. The pattern calls for a size 6 for the body and a size 4 for the ribbon. The gauge came in at 20 stitches and 28 rows, which is what she called for. I had to go up a needle size to obtain that gauge. I think I was probably a stitch off with the row gauge. I'm always off with the row. And it has 5.5 inches of positive ease, which is 14 centimeters. And this is knit top down, right? Seamlessly top down. And you first start with the shoulders and the neckline to shape it first. And then you work the back and the front are worked and to the underarm length. And then you join it in the round and you knit the body all the way down to the hem, and you do the ribbon. And then the armhole stitches are picked up and you knit the ribbon. And then the collar stitches are picked up and you knit the ribbon. And that's it, right? No sleeves. So I'm going to have Stacy flash a picture here. And I think it's cute. I don't usually wear vests often, and I keep saying I want to get more into it. And I
like the teal.
The teal is different, right? I'm always wearing muted tones like that.
Yeah.
And I went with a little bit of color this time. But I like it. It's cute. So, yeah, that's what I'm wearing today.
Okay. Well, we can go into finished objects because that's what this is.
You finally finished it.
Yeah. So this is the Rib Lace Raglan by James and Watts. The yarn I used is Knitting for Olive. I know she has 2 types of fingering. So yeah, the cotton merino in the color mole, M-O-L-E. And I had 3 skeins and I have 42 grams remaining. So each skein is 50 grams. So basically I use mostly 2 skeins and then a little bit of the third. And I knit the size small. This pattern comes, I have to refer to my notes because I am not going to remember everything.
I never remember.
So the sizing, it goes from extra small all the way to 5X, which is 30 to 62 inches correspondingly. And I knit the size small, which is to fit a chest size of 34 inches with a finished measurement of 38.5. I did not do a gauge swatch because I thought it was a little fiddly in doing it in the round with the lace and all that stuff. So I think, what did I do? I think I ended up frogging it and restarting it, right? I think because it was coming out, it came out too small. So I frogged it and went to the pattern required or recommended needles, which is US 5s for the main body and then US 3s for the bind off. It is an I-cord bind off, a 2 needle bind off. So I didn't mind though. I know, and I was at Knit Night last week and I bound off the bottom of it with the I-cord bind off, and I was undoing it at Knit Night.
Yeah, she was.
Because I wanted to knit it another inch. So the length would be just more comfortable for me. Anyway, the thing to know about this pattern is that it doesn't have charts. So if you're into knitting with charts for lace, it's not in this pattern. But the lace is minimal. It's like a two row repeat. And so it's pretty simple to memorize. And so you start off in the with the back. You start off with the neckline shaping, and then you add some stitches, you join in the round, and you continue working in the round going down. And again, like I said, this is 2-needle bind off. And I was debating if to do like a ribbed neckline because I saw someone with it and it looked really nice. But I just decided to go with the I-cord bind off and, call it a day. The sleeves, you can do long sleeve. He has instructions for long sleeve. I did short sleeve, which...
that is so nice.
I ended up doing an extra few stitches for the sleeves because I didn't want it to be too short again. So I did a few more rounds than what the pattern recommended.
It's so nice.
And I like how it came out.
Yeah.
I am wearing like a black tank top under this, but I feel like that's why I was late coming over here to Tracy, because I was trying to see if I go with a natural color tank, and I didn't really like, it was kind of seeing through. I think the black was the better options for minimal see-through. I know these days they are selling tanks that are like the color, this natural skin tone colors. So if I can find one, I'll get one. But until I find one, I'll just wear it with the black tank, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And
it looks really good.
You should be seeing videos of me modeling it here. So
it looks really good.
I really like it. It's comfortable. It's cotton, knitting for olives. So it's very, and then I could see in the winter time, you can, or even in the fall and spring, you could layer it with like a jacket or another, like a cardi or a sweater or jeans jacket or whatever.
Yeah, in that transition weather.
Yeah.
Nice.
So for people at our age, this is like the perfect thing because then if you get too hot, you could take off, whatever. And you can wear this in the summer too because it's fingering weight. Knitting for olive cotton merino is fingering.
And it feels good against the skin.
Yeah. And the gauge, I should tell you the gauge. So then you kind of see if you can meet it with, let me see, what's the gauge again? 17 stitches and 30 rows. And I think maybe my row gauge might have been off. So anyway, but I don't pay attention to row gauge too much because I figure I can just adjust it.
Yep.
The most important thing is the stitches.
Yes.
Make sure that's important.
Yes. And I like when designers include how many inches it should be at certain points, because then I measure it and I make sure.
That's perfect. I wonder why they don't do that for every size of.
I guess maybe it's more calculations and it probably takes longer. I don't know, but it helps a great deal.
Yeah.
Because then I know, because I have the problem where I don't always hit
the row gauge.
Most of the time, I'll say 95% of the time, I'm not.
Yeah.
So
especially if you purl, if you go in.
Correct.
What do you call it? Not stocking, reverse stocking.
Garter. No garter.
No, reverse stocking. If you do that one where you knit one side and purl the other side, my gauge will always
be off.
Yeah.
Mine will always be off.
Because my purl is off.
Okay. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Then it's the same for me because mine is always off and I could never hit gauge, especially with row. But like you said, we don't pay attention to it. I more so pay attention to the stitches.
Yeah.
But when you're able to measure it, then you're like, oh, it needs to be at this amount of stitches where the yoke ends. So I know I have to undo some rows or I have certain more.
Or you got to add more. Whatever.
Which helps.
Yeah, it does help. I find like if they use the same yarn as what the pattern, the designer used for the pattern, a lot of times it might come out pretty much the same. I think it's when you start to use other yarns, then the row gauge also can.
That makes sense. That makes total sense. And I like to look at other people who make the sweater in the projects to see how it looks on them. And
me too.
I understand how certain, everybody's body type is different and their gauge is different. I get all of that. I just want to get a general idea.
I think most people do. Yeah.
How it will look.
How to fall.
Right.
And this sort of thing.
Right. Because the person who's taking the pictures for the designer, sometimes they're posing a certain way. You're not seeing how it should fall. Right. Yeah. It looks great. You're like, oh, I like that. But that's not everyday people wearing it. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Do you have an FO?
I do. I finally finished the back yoke sweater by Naruki Ichikawa. Is that how you say her name?
Ichikawa.
Ichikawa. And you guys, I love this sweater. I can't wait to wear it.
Is this for you?
Yes.
Oh, this is nice.
Isn't it nice?
That is very nice.
So this is the back of it, right? I just love the simple detail of the line, right? And I made it somewhat cropped. So I'm going to see if I can flash a picture here of me wearing it. And the sleeves are nice and wide. So it kind of gives it that blousey look, the balloon look like almost effect. And this sweater was very interesting to make. I loved it. I enjoyed it the entire time. What took so long to make this was that I was waiting for the order to come in at my local yarn shop, and it took months upon months for it to come in. And my yarn shop ladies, they felt so bad. It's like I was in no rush. It was summertime. I could care less,
it feels
right?
good though, the yarn.
This is Barocco Vintage worsted.
Stop it.
It feels so nice. Doesn't it feel nice and thick?
Oh man.
It feels amazing. And the color is Oats, which is 5015.
But you have a tight gauge. Dress, I think that's why your stuff always looks so good.
Yeah?
You have a tight gauge.
Is that what that is? Because I feel like I'm too tight.
That's nice.
But I made a size 1, which is it's a little blousey on me, which is fine because it has 13 inches of positive ease, which is 33 centimeters. And I used needle US size 8. I had to go up 2 needle sizes, and the pattern calls for a size 6. Crazy, right? My gauge came in at 20 stitches and 29 rows. The pattern called for 19 stitches and 27 and a half rows. So again, I just paid mainly attention to the stitch count. And is it an extra stitch in there? It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. I thought it would look too big, but it's okay. This is worked top down, which is one of my favorite ways. And it starts, and I think I've mentioned this before, how it starts at but I've mentioned it so long ago. If you're new here, I'm going to tell you. It starts with the shoulders, and the back sections are worked sideways, and then the stitches are picked up for the front and the back, hence that line in the back.
Yeah.
Right? And then
that's nice. I like that figure. Let me show them, because I noticed it just now, but I don't know if they saw it.
Yeah, it's the line in the back. So this is the back
of the sweater. And
it has that line, right?
Right. And then if you look at the front, it also has at the shoulders.
Isn't that cool? I'm telling you, it's the only part it wasn't even this is not even a complaint. It's just there was a lot of stitches.
I want to knit that.
You should.
So nice.
There was a lot of stitches to weave in at the end.
Oh really?
Yeah, because you're doing one side and then you have to cut the yarn and then cast on something else and cut the yarn, which lately the sweaters I've been knitting have been doing that, and it's totally fine by me because I like the construction of it, right? And it stays very interesting because it's like, what's next? What's going to happen next? So it keeps you engaged, right? And then once you pick up the front and the back, then then they are joined at the underarms, and you work back and forth for the body till you get to the hem. The sleeve and collar stitches are picked up and worked in the round, and the collar, she did a folded over collar. I didn't want that, so I just went I just went with a regular collar, and I did the what's that bind off we love and I always forget? The tubular? Is that tubular bind off?
Oh yeah, where it looks like there's no ridge going along, but I'll show them.
That's what I went with. Because I love the look of a tubular bind off.
So it looks almost seamless, right? See?
And it's stretchier.
Yeah.
And it took longer.
It's just neater.
It's neater looking, and it's stretchy, and it's just much nicer. So I just gave it a slight crop look. I didn't go, longer, and because I'm not a tall person. I'm not short, but according to my family, they think I'm short. I think I'm average height. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to wear it. I could see it right now. My daughter is going to say, "Oh my gosh, I want one." So I could see it right now. So the sleeves are like pretty wide. If from the shoulder, it's pretty wide. So it's going to look kind of blousey, drapey like. So I like that look. But let me tell you, this Barocco, it feels nice. It feels nice. So yeah, so that's what my one and only FO.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Make me want to go get some Barocco.
Yes, got to. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can't be sleeping on Barocco and Cascade yarns. They're really, I'll show you mine. Well, anyway, I have an idea for a project, which I'll tell you about in a bit.
Okay.
But I don't have too many FOs. Because essentially I knit a sweater twice. this sweater twice. Anyway, remember the doll? Well, anyway, I knit an outfit. Well, not knit. I shouldn't say knit. Crochet an outfit for her.
So cute.
It's a skirt.
How cute.
And
I love it.
This is a beach outfit. And I just have to make the beach bag. I haven't made it yet. I have more clothes to make for her, but
you gotta make her a Halloween costume.
So that's, yeah. So just need a beach bag. But everything is crocheted. It's pretty neat. I used the sheep peas. I went down to Charlotte Yarn and picked up the yarn. Sheepies, if I'm pronouncing it correctly or incorrectly. And this is, I forget which color. I'll have to flash it, the two colors. But
so cute.
The skirt is knit. It has some little lace eyelets or whatever. And you knit it sideways, actually. And then you seam it going up. You stitch together. And then you make this I-cord drawstring situation. And the skirt comes in two sizes. I think I knit the longer one. I think. I'll have to go back. Yeah, I'm pretty much sure. I knit the longer one. There's another shorter size. And then the beach cover up here it's pretty cool how she has you crochet these things. You start off crocheting like from under the arm here, like right here, say. You start crocheting, right? You go up this way, and then you come around that way, and then you join them together, and then you start knitting back and forth. So knitting, cute. Crochet, the whole thing back and forth. So it's like a one-piece situation.
So cute.
Do we say US 2s? No. We say, the crochet hook was 2mm that I use for the, it says the skirt to use 3mm for the main part and then 2mm for the I-cord. So I had to go buy new knitting. I think I didn't have a 3. So I had to go buy one from Hearts on Fiber. But yeah, I have to make more outfits. But then there's another at the knit night, La Boo Boo. Everybody is going crazy over it, and so there's a knitting pattern out there for it, which I'll share with you in a bit. But the name of it, because I plan to make a couple as part of Christmas gifts for a couple people I know who have La Boo Boos. So anyway, that's that. It feels good. That's Sheepy's cotton.
It is so cute.
Feel the skirt. It feels so substantial.
It feels
real high quality.
Cute. Oh my god.
The only thing about this doll, I wish I had stuffed it more, the face more, but I feel like I did leave an opening on the top. So I think if I really wanted to, I can open it and kind of put more stuffing and shape it a bit more. Okay. But one day,
when you feel like it.
When I feel like it, I'll do it.
That's what I say too.
But the pattern for this is, I'll put the link on the bottom. It's Etsy. The designer has a pattern shop. She has an Etsy storefront and it's on there. So it's a instant download that you can download. It's not on Ravelry, this particular outfit. So I'll put the link in the notes below.
Okay. Super cute.
Yeah. So any more FOs?
No.
Okay, well, that's it. Here we go.
Works in progress.
Works in progress.
So I only have 2 today. So
I only have 1.
1? Okay. You want me to go?
Go.
I am working on the Sadie sweater by Haley Smedley, otherwise known as Ozetta. And sorry, y'all. I was naughty and didn't prep this part. So I like Ozetta's designs.
I do too.
Oh, she's just like so in line with what I want, what I like. So this is the back right here, and this is the front I'm working on now. And basically the color, the yarn I'm using is Sandnes Garn Line. Is it line or lean? Line. What is it called? How do you say it?
It's spelled line in English.
Line.
That's how we would pronounce it in English. But I don't know if it's like Lina. But it doesn't have any, who knows? We'll say line.
Line. So this is the yarn, right? Am I holding it?
We love that. I love that yarn.
Oh my gosh.
I've been knitting too many things with it.
It's amazing. And I don't know if, did I mention it last time? When I was at the beach, I stumbled up on this yarn shop. This yarn shop I used to go to it was okay. It was all right. You know, but I wanted to support local, so I always pop in there to buy something, even if it's just needles.
Yeah.
But when I wasn't planning on going to that shop, but I happened to be walking by it, following my girls, and I just happened to turn my head to look in the window.
Yeah.
And I saw all this Sandnes garn. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Did she just hit her head and wake up and came into, the 21st century here? I ran in there and the place looked totally different. So the short story is that this new owner took over and she is stocking it with all the good stuff. Yeah. She had Knitting for Olive Merino. She had Farmer's Daughter. She had other big names out there that that's, and all these the mud bags. It was just amazing in there, right? And she was still under construction because she's only been open for a month. But anyway, that's the yarn I got from there. And the color was Farge, F-A-R-G-E. So it's like a light pink, almost neutral beige color.
Is that?
It's like a light pink, Farge, F-A-R.
Such a strange color.
It is strange. It's like almost want to be pink, but also want to be cream.
So look
neutral.
at the difference. I wonder if you could tell the difference.
Yeah. Mine is more of a nudie.
It's so pale. Yeah, that's
like
an interesting color.
Pink, nude color like.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute. I liked it.
Yeah. No, it's cute. I love it.
Then when I was at the knit night last week or the week before last, I saw all these ladies in there working on fall sweaters with fall colors. I'm like, well, dang it. Why didn't I get some fall colors? Yeah. But anyway, that's beside the point. But I'm knitting a size small in this sweater. And I am using a size 6 needle, 4.0 millimeters. Guys, I did not do a gauge swatch. And because I had started making a different sweater and I did a gauge swatch on a size 6 needle for another sweater and I came in at like 19 stitches. So basically I was like, oh, well, I'm close. It's a size 6 needle. This one the gauge calls for 20 stitches and 30 rows. So I said, well, I'm just going to wing it. So, and this is what I was talking about referring to earlier, that when they tell you at certain points in the pattern, when you get to a certain point, it should measure this amount of inches.
Because sometimes the schematic doesn't say, like, some do, right? But I guess you can do some math to figure it out. But from shoulder to underarm, like, how much, or even,
it helps.
I think that some of them do tell you, though. You just have to do some subtraction. But
right. Okay. Well, this pattern she tells you, which is phenomenal. So when I got to a certain point, so like she says, knit, back and forth for 30 rounds, and it's like you should be at this amount of inches. Then I'm like, I know I have a couple extra rows in there. When I get to like round 25. I'm going to slow down and measure, right? And if I'm hitting that measurement, I'm good. So anyway, the details are, this is constructed from the top down and it's shaped with German short rows, which is what I'm basically doing now. And it's basically it features a simple silhouette fit with rolled edges at the collar, hem, and cuffs. And I have made sweaters before, a sweater before without the cuff. I'm sorry, not the cuff. The ribbed hem, cuff, and collar, right? And I still haven't made a decision if I want to add ribbon yet or not, because I don't like the rolled look. But I think there's techniques you can do now where the way you bind off, it doesn't roll, from what I understand, seen on social media. So I'm still trying to decide. So this sweater has 6 inches of positive ease built in, which is basically 15 centimeters. So it's fun. So far I think it's a fun knit. It's long sleeves, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's a simple silhouette that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
And the color. I love the color. It's simple. So we'll see.
Love Ozetta's patterns.
Ozetta's patterns are phenomenal. So I saw one I was looking at some of the pictures of people who are knitting it, and a lot of people using the yarn she recommended, which I forgot the name of the yarn, but I did see a couple
What's
people.
It called?
Sadie, Sadie. So I saw 1 or 2 people use Sandnes line, and I decided, okay, it doesn't look good.
Sandnes line. Okay. Oh,
it looks pretty good.
La Mana Perla.
That's what she used, right?
Yeah.
So I said, if 1 or 2 people, they use this yarn, it looks good, and it did look good, I said I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
here we are. I'm excited.
Nice.
I can't wait to get going on it. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are you working on? You working on using the same yarn?
I'm using the same yarn. Sandnes line in I know. I'm using the same color as I did the Sabai top.
Did you?
I'm bad at pronouncing, so
Me too.
Don't laugh.
Me too. Don't laugh at us.
It's the color Kit, which is number 1015, and I got it from Wool & Co.
Okay.
And I am knitting the Ebba Tee by Sari Nordland. Oh, this is my first Sari pattern that I'm making.
Stuff is so good.
And she made it with this exact
yarn.
I don't know about the color, but definitely this line. The pattern calls for 20 stitches and 28 rows, equal 4 inches, US 5 needles. That's what I'm using. Here it is.
It looks amazing. A lot of textures, right?
Yeah, it's charted. I wouldn't say that this is probably adventurous beginner. This, I would say, you just got to really know how to read a pattern, because she has you go into different charts for different parts. So if you can keep track of that, then yeah. But
it's so nice.
I just use, because the gauge is similar to like Sabai top and all of that, I didn't bother gauge swatching, because I figure it's going to be the same. So we'll see. I love how it's going so far. Okay, so a few things. The charts is very small, like tiny.
Oh,
and so I emailed her, direct message her on Ravelry to say, hey, can you provide bigger charts? Rather than wait for her, I don't even know if she's even going to respond, honestly. I just try to blow them up on my printer and print it that way. But it's, Amy Sher provides eye-friendly formats, like regular format, and then formats for large print format for people. Because I'm telling you, this was abnormally small, the chart.
I believe it.
It was, I would need a magnifying glass to it's really bad. It's really tiny.
Wow.
But the instructions are pretty easy to follow. It's just a lot of things happening with this. So yeah, I'm hoping it fits okay. It feels good though. Feel it. So I am using US 5 needles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think she might have used the same color too on her pattern. I'm not sure on her sample. And yeah, the gauge is 20 stitches and 28 rows for 4 inches. Doing it reverse stockinette or using the chart. So I think I did reverse stockinette. I did a swatch and I did reverse. So I did a swatch, but I also used the date information I had from my Sabai top to make the decision on what needle size to use.
Okay.
So you cast on for the back, and then you put these stitch markers, and then you work to a certain level down this way, and then you put it on hold, and then you pick up stitches on the shoulder part, and then you work one side down, and then you put those stitches on hold, and then you do the same on this side, and then you join the two fronts together and then you work it some more, and then you join in the round under the sleeves here, the armpits, and then you join in the round. Hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but explaining it is like, I am no teacher. Anyway,
you're funny.
I don't know what else to say about this. I have 5 skeins, so
you think it's going to use up all 5? Where are you going?
I think I'm on my 2nd skein.
Okay.
Yeah, I think let me see, how many do I have left?
Both of us bend our heads down at the same time.
Sorry.
We're like, whoop.
I have Tracy's fancy bag here.
Oh my gosh, I love that bag.
I have 1. It's so packed. I even have my journal.
No, you don't. Really?
I bought it to show you something. And then 2. Oh, so I must have used 3 skeins.
So far?
I must be on my 3rd skein.
Okay.
Because I only have 2 left.
Okay.
I know I bought 5. So, Tracy's bag is all decked out with ribbons, my little mini pouch, some little,
how cute are these over here? Did you get these in Japan?
Yeah, Japan.
How cute.
I got this in Japan. And then this I got from the yarn shop because her daughter, Tracy at the yarn shop, her daughter was selling these for like, I don't know, 25 cents or 50 cents or something.
50 cents, yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, support the children. So
Seriously.
anyway.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Cute. I have my bag decked out too. I love that thing. I have so much stuff in there, and even my
it holds so much.
tote bag. I have the tote bag here. I have like 3 projects in. Well,
yeah,
2 projects and a bunch of yarn in there.
They hold a lot.
They hold a lot. So, and I offer monogramming on the bags too. So, check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to have it monogrammed.
Yeah, Stacy will put a link down there.
I will, to her shop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So yeah, first saree pattern, and
I have so many of her sitting in my queue.
Yeah.
She's good.
So I think that's it. As you have another FO? Whip?
Yeah, one more whip. I'm making the 9 p.m. tank by Tiffany Ty. This is for my daughter, my youngest. She wants a tank. You guys, there's so many. Cast on, knit this, do that, cut the yarn. Cast on over here, do this, do that. It is fun, but it's a lot of ends.
Oh yeah, oh my.
See, it's a lot of ends. And then, so I'll show it to you in a second, but I only got, I worked the top, and now I'm working the straps, and that's why you see all this mess here. So this is the front, which is a little bit higher than the back. The back is done, and and this is the strap I started working. So I apologize if it's a messy look right now. But anyway, I thought my daughter loves it. She picked out the color of the yarn. This is Sand Knits Garden Sunday, which is a finger and weight yarn. And oh no, I thought I had more in here.
Oh, cool.
I got this from Wool & Co. Am I showing it right? I got it from Wool & Co. Can you see it? There we go. And I used a size 4 needle, 3.5 millimeter, and its pattern calls for size 3 needle, 3.25 millimeter. And the gauge is 28 stitches and 44 rows. And you know your girl came in at 28 stitches and I think 42 rows. Was it 42 rows or more? I can't remember. But I came in a lot more. I want to say I came in over like 48 rows. And so I had to go up to a needle size 4 needle. I'm knitting the size small for her. And the thing about this pattern is that it has a calculator built into the pattern. So you measure yourself or you measure whoever you're making it for and you plug in the numbers and it spits out how many stitches to cast on, how many increases, decreases, short rows, whatever you need. It does it for you, which is nice, right? So I love it. And it comes with, is there any negative E's on here? I apologize if there's any, I think there is. Anyway, the construction is that you cast on the front piece, then you add the neckline edge, which I was showing you just now. This is the neckline edge right here. So, sorry. Y'all, I'm a mess today. Sorry. So this is the neckline edge right here. So that's where I'm working on right now. And then you put those stitches on hold. Next, you have to cast on for the back piece and follow the same process, which is creating the neckline edge. And once you're done with that, then you join it in the round and you knit for 1 inch. Now you can continue to knit to the bottom and then do a folded hem, but she said she highly recommends that you do the straps before you continue with the body in case you need to make any adjustments. And she said you just measure like your bra or tank top that you love, measure those straps, and then once you get that number, subtract 2, and then that's what you want to knit to. So for my daughter, I'm knitting to 10 inches instead of 12 inches. I'm knitting to 10. And then once you knit the straps, right, then you join it and then you repeat the process. And then once that's done, you do the body and then it's pretty much done, right? So it's easy. It's just that strap is going to take a while because it's 11 inches across for the straps. It's 11 stitches. Sorry, not 11 inches. 11 stitches is the strap, how wide it is. And I think if you want to make it wider, you can. And she recommends people who are full bust to do short row shaping in the busty area. So, and that's built into the calculator.
Okay.
Depending on your bust size. So you don't even have to think about it. So if you're a certain size, it'll tell you yes, do these short rows. If you're not, nope, you can skip and go ahead. So my daughter, she's only 14, so I skipped and I went ahead to work the body. So I think it's cute. It's super cute. I hope I nail it with fit. She can't try it on yet, so wish me luck because I would hate to undo all of this. So yeah, that's what I have knitting. It's a fun knit. I think it's a fun knit and it's simple. I can't wait to get done with these straps. I don't know which is worse, these straps or sleeves. I think straps are worse.
Oh,
so
it is pretty cool though.
It is cool
once you're done,
because she has these black jeans with the rips and the stovepipe jeans, and with the rips in them, and she wants to wear that and then wear a jacket over it. She has the look in her mind. So fingers crossed, I make it look good.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I'm sure I do. I'm sure it'll be nice.
Oh, fingers crossed. So, yeah, so that's what I have. That's all I have. What else you have?
The only other thing I'm getting ready to cast on. I know it's I think I might have showed you guys last week this yarn I got from Charlotte Yarn. It's called Cascade Hampton and it's cotton linen 70/30.
Oh yes, those are nice.
And it's a DK weight, 273 yards I think per skein.
That's a nice yarn.
Yeah, 273. So this one, what color? I guess in case you're interested, it's color number 8. 08. So it's that. And I've been eyeing Lane Magazine 2023 Winter. But I believe the pattern is available individually now.
Okay.
And it's by Orlane Suchi. It's called Cameo.
Oh, she's so good.
And what does it look like? Let me find it for you. There's a couple of nice patterns in this one. I know. I always get, when you get these magazines, you're like, you should totally
make
how
something
many
from
you
it.
have these magazines and make anything out of it? Anyway, so it's this vest cardigan situation, cardi vest. And so Edible Thoughts and her friend is having a cowl for
fun
cardigans. So I do have a few cardigans I want to make. I'm not going to confuse you all by mentioning some others. I'll just mention this one, Cameo, which is it's a buttoned waistcoat knitted from the bottom up. Fun. It combines a lovely texture with mesmerizing cables. Can be worn over a favorite shirt or under a bulky cardigan, which makes it your best adventure companion. So it calls for, it comes in 10 sizes with a recommended ease of 3 to 5 inches. And I am going to knit the 38.25 inch, which is the size number 2. And it calls for 3 skeins of the Harrisville Designs Daylights. I plan to use that Cascade Hampton, which is a DK weight, and the pattern calls for a gauge of 19 stitches and 28 rows. I did a swatch with US 5s and I'm at 20 stitches. So now I'm like, okay, do I go to needle 6 then? And I'll end up at the 19 stitches. I'll just have to pay attention to that when I'm knitting it. But it's a cable pattern as it's stated in the description and bottom up. And so I'm looking forward to starting this one off. It has a 3 needle bind off method. So again, it's bottom up, 1 piece from hem to armholes, and then the fronts and backs are divided and then work separately. Shoulders are then joined using the 3 needle bind off. This, I've seen some people, I've looked at some of the people who have knitted this, and it's, in this magazine, it has like some ease on it, like almost like an oversized look, which looks really good. I like that look. But also, there are some with some more fitted looks, which I think is super cool.
Okay.
So if it comes out smaller, more fitted, I wouldn't mind it. But this look is also very nice. That, you know, that loose, that kind of look. It's very nice. Sorry, I'll bring up the picture again. This kind of look is very nice to me. But also a more fitted look is very nice as well. So either way. But they have some nice patterns in this book. In this edition. Like there's this nice cardigan. Looks kind of airy. Looks like it has mohair in it though. But oh, here you can see it better there. So that cardigan is really nice. Anyway, we could wax on, but I'm going to cast that on. Now that I wait till I join in the round on what I'm working on, and then I feel comfortable starting another project because the rest is just
body
going, you know, around and around.
Yeah.
So I'll probably start that today or probably tomorrow because I have mahjong later this evening.
Fun.
So
fun. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want to cast on next. I have so much I want to cast on, and I just gotta pick something and just do it.
And part of it too, I want to use up my yarns that I have.
Yeah. Yeah. I have this DK weight yarn from Miss Babs, and it's a light pink, and I got it last New Year's on her, you know, end of year sale. And I'm just trying to find the right project to do it.
Yeah.
The Wowzer.
Yeah, that's such a comfortable yarn.
Her yarns are fantastic.
Yeah, it's good next to skin.
Yeah. So, you have anything else?
Just that I'm reading a book called The Correspondent by Virginia Evans, I believe. And if it's not the right author, I'll correct it here on the screen. And she's a North Carolinian native. Mm-hmm. And she was at the bookstore in Main Street in Davidson. And
did you go?
I didn't go, but our friend Liz, our stationary friend Liz, went to the author meetup, and the bookstore owner, she had like a little, if you buy the book, you get this little instructional, here it is, and a card. You get a Main Street Davidson card, an envelope with postage already adhered to it, so you can use it to mail something to somebody. I've prepared mine and I'm going to mail it out. I need to mail it out to the person I have intended for. But yeah, this little instructional came with the book. This wasn't created by the author. This was created by the bookshop owner. So it's pretty cool. It gives you instructions on how to mail a letter. It's pretty cool how she folded the letter. So it opens up like that, like basically a sheet of paper with a hole, and then she and she made it into a little booklet. So anyway, back to the book. It's called The Correspondent, and it is, I'm still reading it, and it's really entertaining. So when I got the book, I had no idea what it was about. I just saw it and I was like, I like the idea of this book, and I'm just gonna go get it. And so when I got it, I got home, I flipped through like this, and I was like, oh, it's a bunch of letters. I'm like, how fun is that gonna be? Not. I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that great. And then I was like, oh, I wasted my money. But anyway, then I started reading it, and I was like, oh, this is such a cool way to tell a story, because, and it's not a long read. It's like maybe 250 pages, 250 to 300 pages, and somewhere there. And basically, through these letters, first of all, it makes you want to get back to letter writing. Right. Matter of fact, World Letter Writing Day was the other day. Yeah. Was it Monday? Anyway, made me just want to go write letters. And the way she writes her letters, I'm like, when you sit down to pen a letter, you're like, oh, what should I say? And the way she writes, anyway, this lady is the lady who's telling the story, well, who's writing the letter. She's like this older lady, retired. And so it through the letters, you get a sense of who she is in her past and her present, her family, the dynamics, the problems, the progression over years these letters are written. It's so cool. And just the way her perspective and her tone of writing is pretty entertaining. Like I was laughing. It draws you in. Yeah. It drew me in. Yeah. So I recommend, I have a gratitude buddy I've had for like a number of years, since in California. And I have never met her face to face. I don't even know what she looks like. I think she knows what I look like because she sees our podcast. But, we've been exchanging gratitudes almost every day, except weekends, for the past, I don't know, was it since years? 2012 or something? It's been a long time. A long time. And so looking at the way this lady writes, I'm like, it gives me inspiration on how you can
write letters.
Just write
postcards, anything. Yeah.
Yeah. But one of the things in the book, the person who's writing the letters, the lady, she writes letters to authors of books that she's read. And I'm like, I never thought of doing it. I'm like thinking, first of all, I never thought of doing that.
Letters, yeah.
Second of all, I'm like, even if they got it, they'll probably be like, yeah, whatever. But she have gotten a few responses from some of these authors.
Nice.
maybe some of them might give you like a standard return letter.
Right.
But hey, wouldn't that be cool too? So I'm thinking this author, I'm going to start with this author.
Nice.
I'm going to write her a letter about this book.
You should. That'll be great.
And, just like this lady in this book, I am not good with, some people can speak and get their point. My husband is like that. They can speak and get their point across very eloquently.
Yeah.
I am not that person. I'm a better writer than a speaker. And so this lady is the same. Who's telling the story, who's writing the letters in the book. So I'm like, yes, I can totally understand that perspective. I related to the author on that point. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start writing these authors of these books I'm reading.
So we go to, we go to this new journaling club locally.
Yeah.
And they encourage writing letters to anybody you can, or even to them. So it's called the Lake Norman LKM Paper Social Club. Look them up on Instagram, and there's an address on there if you want to send letters. If you want to practice your letter writing skills, send it there.
Yeah. So wherever you live in the world,
anywhere,
get like a card, like a postcard, and send it to her.
Or even just pen and paper if you don't have to go buy a postcard.
Yeah.
If you just want pen and paper and stick it in an envelope and send them a letter.
Send her a letter. She'll love it. Oh my God, she would love it.
Tell them Stacy and Tracy sent you. No, but it's like we need to bring that back since we're going so much to the digital world, and that's fine. But we also need to go back to pen and kids' penmanship is so horrible. Nobody wants to write anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they can hold a pen in their hand anymore.
Well, listen, when we have my son sign his name, he doesn't even know where to begin with that. It's in block letters.
Yeah.
Print.
It's like, come on.
No cursive? I mean,
nothing. They don't teach them cursive anymore, right?
Yeah.
So, but I thought it was a cool idea to write letters or even just send a postcard. So when I go on my next trip,
you're going to send her. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So if you want, you can send them again. Look them up. LKN.
I'll put a link on the bottom.
Yeah.
And she has a P.O. box.
Yeah.
And you can, that'd be nice if you can just send her a postcard wherever you are.
Wherever you are, and just say, hey, or whatever. If you want to tell her, your cat ate, your cat ate,
your yarn.
Your yarn. Tell her. Or what book you're reading.
And that's what the author, the character in this book, she read a lot. And so a lot of certain people who she knows read a lot, like they exchange at the end, like what books they're reading and that point in time. I'm like, how cool is that?
That's very cool. Write about the books that you're reading, what you plan to read, or if you're like Stacy and my daughter, you have a ton of books on your nightstand.
Oh yeah, TBR is...
Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I only have 2 books, and my daughter, she has a ton, and Stacy has a ton.
I've been always a reader. When I was a kid, we would read a lot.
Yes.
And as an adult, before I had my son, I would always read a lot. And I would always have a TBR pile.
Yeah.
And not till after my son, then that whole waned off.
Yeah.
Until this year.
Yes.
And now I am reading.
Like crazy.
Listening to audio. I'm reading 3 books right now.
Wow.
Listening to 1.
Yes.
Reading 2.
Yes.
So...
I do the same because when we travel, my husband and I, we listen to a lot of audiobooks. So I get my reading in that way. But for the longest, I wasn't reading like
that voraciously.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we would just read on our travels, and that's it. And it's like my daughter really inspired me.
Yeah.
Both of them, because they have this reading nook, which they're filling up with all these books, which is very nice to watch. So it's like, wait a minute. And my husband always reads too, always. And it's just like, wait a minute, everybody's reading around me. I don't want to be left in the back in the dust like a dodo head. So it's like, I started picking up reading, and so far for September, I'm up to book number 15.
Me too.
Yeah. Yay, us. So it's like, it's fantastic. I mean, I keep a running list in Goodreads, but I also, in my journaling, I have all these journals, which because of this one here got me all hooked on journals. I have this one page where I write down all the books I'm reading for 2025, and it's just like filling up nicely, and it's just like,
oh.
So I, if anything, read.
But it's a couple reasons the one thing that got me back into reading is not only like, you know, the current times, and it's a little stressful. So I need a little to take me into another realm so I can just forget about, well, not forget, but kind of take you away somewhere mentally so you can just get some rest. Yeah. You don't get anxiety and stuff.
Correct.
But the gateway book for me to start this whole thing last year was Fourth Wing. Yeah. That series really got me going back into reading. That, and then I read ACOTAR, which, guys, very controversial, but I feel like the Fourth Wing set is better than ACOTAR.
I have to 100% agree with
But
you.
I feel like it's whichever one maybe you read first might dictate which is your favorite. I feel, because there's ACOTAR people who think that's better than thing. But I personally think that the Fourth Wing series is so much better than...
I have to agree with you. I read book 1 of ACOTAR and I have yet to pick up book 2. It's just sitting there waiting for me.
For me, I get close to the characters, and that's the only thing that pushes me through, because now I become addicted. Like I'm listening to the Everflame series. It's called it starts with the Spark of the Everflame, and then
my daughter read those,
and 2 other books. I'm on the Heat, the 3rd book, Heat of the Everflame. Only now so I watched a video on how to read critically.
Okay.
And, you know, one of the things she points out is it the author's, like in this situation with the Everflame, the girl is really immature and annoying. Okay. Right? It's just driving me nuts that she's that naive, that silly, and just so emotional. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like, so irritating. All the other characters I like the story, but that girl, the main character, is just driving me nuts. So the first 2 books is like that. And then once in the 3rd book, just last week, I was watching this tips on reading critically. And she said, is it the author's goal to make the person be immature and silly and ridiculous and then evolve the character, right?
Gotcha.
Because if it's not, and it's irritating, that's not a good one, right? That's not a good thing, right? But if it's the goal of the author to have the character be that way, then she is successful. Right. She has succeeded in what she was planning to do. So I'm like, good point.
So like in Fourth Wing, it was like that. I felt like she was, I don't want to say weak, but everybody saw her as this great, she's going to be this great thing, and she was a little weak, but then you could see how she was developing, right? Yeah. The character.
This is much slower though, because I feel like in the 3rd book, there's like 70 something chapters.
Oh, wow.
And it's so much better though, but I feel like it could still be cut down into like a good bit, a good chunk of it could have been cut down because it's kind of slow paced. Okay. And it's just dwelling on her thoughts and in her head, like drives me nuts. Sort of like in ACOTAR. Yes. What's her name? The main character. She drove me nuts because we were always in her head. Yeah. It's not till this 5th book or the last book that I'm like, okay, I like her better because we're less in her head. But this girl in Everflame, we're in her head like 24/7. So I did read The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. That's more of a thriller. Okay. I'm like, first of all, I'm like Stephanie. I'm a scaredy cat. Edible Thoughts makes. I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to scary things and thrillers. So I kind of flipped ahead of the book and was like, okay, where's this going? Just to make sure I'm not scared to death. But yeah, it was okay. I gave that book, you know how you rate it? I rated it on Goodreads as a 4, but part of me feel like, honestly, I feel like it's a 3. Okay. But it could be that I'm just comparing it to other books. I'm comparing it to Fourth Wing and this sort of thing. So I'm like,
Isn't it in the same genre like?
No, it's thriller versus Fourth Wing is more like a romantasy. Okay. So fantasy. Okay. So Everflame, ACOTAR, Fourth Wing, they're all in the romantasy realm. Yeah. That is like thriller.
Yeah. You got to do Quicksilver. You got to get through half the book.
I have it. So I have to read it.
You got to get through the first half, which is really... Right?
Because they're setting the story, right?
They are. But and it's just like, you're like, what the heck am I reading here? But then as you get further in, like 65% in, you got past that, and you're like, oh, okay, now we're going somewhere. And some stuff is just like, you know, it's a little raunchy, but you're like, okay, fine. What happens next? So it's really good.
Yeah.
It gets better. And I think book 2 is coming out in the fall. I don't know when, but book 2 is coming out in the fall. Oh. And first I was like, I refuse to get it. Now it's like, I can't wait to get it.
That's how I feel about this Everflame thing. Because first I was like, so annoying. I was even yelling at it out loud. I'm like, oh my God, how annoying. You need to stop and this and that. And not, but the good thing is with audiobooks, you could be doing your house chores, you could be driving, you could be cooking and listening. I'm like, this is great. This is the only way I can get through this book, 75 chapters.
Right. Because you can't sit. You can't sit and read. We don't have time like that. Yeah. I wish I did. No.
Yeah. So I'm liking the audio thing. So I might continue having those as a, secondary book, like a second book I'm always listening to. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll listen to this again, actually. Just because I feel like listening, you're going to miss some things because something you see or whatever distracts you. So you might have missed a sentence.
Right.
So I don't mind probably listening to this set again.
Okay.
But maybe I'll come to it with new eyes or whatever. Or maybe with the information I have now.
Right.
And looking back, going back, maybe you'll learn more.
Right.
So anyway, we could wax poetic about this stuff. What's your favorite book? Tell us. Because we're always looking for
new reads.
Yeah. So tell us what you're currently enjoying or what you're about to cast on for the fall.
Yes. Fall knitting, because it's getting cooler in some states.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know.
Let us know.
Because we're always looking for suggestions and inspiration.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the woman, what's her name, who does the gnomes, I hope she does a Christmas gnome.
Isn't she doing one? I thought she did.
Is she?
And I was to look up the yarn and I totally forgot.
Going to be a kit.
I think it was, and I forgot. So she had a kit with I looked it up, but it wasn't available yet at the time. And I think the whole entire kit and caboodle was $125.
What?
But it came with like all this stuff, right? And this,
like what?
Well, it came.
Are you making a village?
It came with stuff for the gnome, but then there was all these other surprise yarns in there and stuff like that. It was a bunch of other stuff.
I gotta look this up.
And then there was the actual kit itself. And it wasn't available at the time, but she was letting us know, and I totally forgot about it.
Because, with Instagram, we're not getting...
The algorithm is messing us up. So
I really hate it.
I'm missing a lot of stuff.
Really hate it.
And it's like, if I follow you on Instagram and I'm not liking your stuff...
It's because we're not seeing it.
I'm not seeing it. And that's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
By the way, at the Lake Norman, the group we mentioned earlier,
the Paper Social,
I met somebody, a viewer there, and she said, oh my God, I feel so embarrassed because she was like, I watch you guys, and I was like, really? And then I'm so socially awkward. I was like, thought about it. I'm like, oh my God, how dumb are you? Well, anyway, I feel bad and I apologize, but yes, I look forward to seeing you again at one of the socials next time. You know who you are. If you watch it. Anyway.
I hope to make the next one. Hopefully we don't have a game. As of now, we have a game, but that could change. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard when my kids are in sports, but I'm going to get to the next one hopefully soon.
Hopefully. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah. Thanks for your comments.
Yes. We love it. We love it all.
Yeah.
And any suggestions or what you would like to see, let us know.
Yeah.
So, until then. Be well.
Be well. Bye.
Bye.